Welcome back to the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar. I have a great show going today, and we're talking to a master of the minds. Ed Lewellen is an executive coach in the Keller area, serving the nation in working with business owners and businesses at a executive level, and even many times even the mid-level management, to create massive change in culture and in their lives. Ed, I really want to know more about who this message is for. Who's your ideal client is one way to say that.
Really, anyone who wants to take their game to a higher level. If they feel like they've plateaued, it's kind of like if people, when they work out, a lot of times, they'll get to a certain amount of weight they can lift, and they kind of get stuck there, and they're looking for a way to just, break through that plateau and move on to more massive change. And that's the kind of people that I'm looking for, are people who they've exhausted their efforts in being able to reach that next level, and they're looking for something different. Because I promise you, what I'm going to deliver is going to be something different than what they've experienced before. It's not going to be, the usual sales training, the usual leadership training. It's going to be something that causes massive, quick change.
Well, what I see in my head when you're describing that is a guy running up to a door to break through it, and it's locked and it's bolted and it's steel.
Okay.
So all he's getting out of that experience is a bruise.
Sure.
So you're telling me that you've got the key to unlock that door?
Actually, I wouldn't say the key. I'd say that I just give them the power to break through the door.
Oh, nice.
Just knock the whole door down.
Very good. Because it's just an illusion or something?
Absolutely. Once they get through this, the changes are permanent. The changes are again, I'll use the term massive, because I think it really describes what I do. And it's all about what goes on inside the mind. We create our life inside here.
Right.
And if anyone's ever been a reader of Stephen Covey, he talks about the two creations. There's the mental creation and the physical creation. And I truly believe in that philosophy. I truly believe that if a leader is stuck, with a certain problem. Let's say it's relationship with their staff. Maybe it's not the amount of money that the company is making. Any of those kind of things. That's already been created somehow in the mind. And that's what is so great about what I do, is I come in and again, I just have them bash through that door and knock it down and not look back. They don't ever have to look back and say, I'm still back there.
Right. Well, one of the things I hear in what you're saying and is that so often as executives and leaders in an industry or as an expert, that we see ourselves where we're at rather than where we want to be. And what I hear there is that you actually place them in this other place and help them stay there. Is that what you just said?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They can, when I work with them, by the time we're done, they already are in that new place.
Very good. Do you have any other examples of some people that are really an ideal client for you?
Well, sales forces are great. Because, as I mentioned before, so much of the time it's just rehashing over and over again the same sales training and getting the same result. Where have we heard that before?
Right.
So if a company's looking to exponentially raise their sales, then I'm the person they want to talk to.
Well, I know we have a mutual friend that literally said that he wanted to be at the top of the table. And he is literally on track to making that after working with you.
Yep.
Well, what do you think are the secrets to his success in that after working with you? What was it that you did for him?
Well, as you said, it's a mutual friend. He came to me and he told me that in the first 6 months of this year, he'd only done $60,000 in sales. In order to qualify for this top of the table club that he wanted to be in, he has to do $1.4 million.
Nice.
And so I worked with him. There were some beliefs, some challenges in his mind that he was facing that he really didn't believe he could do it. He had the desire, he had the want to, but there were these mental blocks that were holding him back. And Pat, one of the things that's so satisfying for me is, now I've worked with this gentleman twice, and the first time it was such a great experience because you could just see he went from, yeah, I'd really like to do that, to, I can do this. The second time he came back, because as you said, he's already on track to do that $1.4 million in sales. And the second time, he was so excited. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, he couldn't hardly wait to get out of my office because he was motivated to go out and make the activity that he knew was going to drive that $1.4 million.
What's fun about your story is that I know you aren't someone who is just all hype and, oh, you can do it, you can do it. It's not about that.
Right.
It's about giving them the keys to really eliminate the illusion of that barrier.
Absolutely.
And then being able to move forward and really move into the life that they want. And what's fun is, like I say, this particular person, I think he's not only going to be top of the table, he may be the top of the table because of some of the things that he is seeing take place in his life. And I do believe it's your fault.
I'll take that blame.
Well, you know, we're here on the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar. Mastering your mind is something that is a real trick. And to learn more about connecting with Ed, you'll need to stay with us just for this real short break. We'll be right back.